We are live. Let's get ready to podcast.
Fire it up.
Welcome back to another live and amplified indie fusion podcast. I'm your host, Tom Quiet, and we're back at it again with another amazing podcast. Today, we have a very special guest joining us. We have Savannah Strand. How's it going?
So good. I'm so excited to be here.
Excited to have you on. I didn't realize like how long of a break we had in between, because I know we had originally talked about doing something, maybe it was like right after your last release.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, the schedules got changed and all that fun stuff. And, now we're here. So
now we're here. It's perfect.
How's everything in Sweden?
It's cold. I'm freezing
Fair.
so much. I don't like it. I just got back from Italy and it was so nice for we had some sun, some heat. I need that. Back to the cold.
Is it, well, I mean, it's technically summer there right now, right? Or...
I mean, they're saying it's going to be summer, but it's not. It's supposed to be summer, but no.
Fair. So is it fair to say it's like, is this like normal for you, like to be cold this late in the season, or is it? No,
it keeps pushing up. So every year the summer comes later and later, but we do get a good summer. It's not, usually it would be, because my birthday is in May and it's always sunny on my birthday. But now for some reason, I mean, global warming, I don't know, cold.
Well, okay. I have to ask, when is your birthday? In May?
May 20th.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
My birthday is May 31st. So that's why I asked.
Oh, Gemini.
Yep. So it's very funny when people just throw that out because it's not even something that I think about.
Yeah.
It's like the people that could just randomly throw out the star signs and know them by heart. It's like, wow, that's a whole thing.
I'm obsessed with, I don't believe it too much, but I think it's interesting.
Fair. Every once in a while, I'll go and like read the horoscopes just to if I'm having a weird day, just to kind of see what's going on.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's oddly accurate. So
it's always accurate. That's what I'm telling people. It's crazy how accurate it always is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a logic behind it, but it's one of those things where it's just like, that's oddly specific yet still accurate. So
exactly.
But no, that's so funny. Oh, so you're in Sweden. All right, you just got back from Rome, which that had to be a fun trip. Was that your first time to Rome, or?
Yeah, I did a Italy trip actually for my birthday week. So I was in Milano and then Venice and then Rome, and I love Italy. I've never been to Italy before, but it's one of my new favorite countries.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I haven't been either. Well, actually, I haven't been to Europe. I need to change that to begin with, but
Yes. Come.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like I had a passport for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then when I moved away from my dad was a pilot, so we would go to like the Caribbean and all that stuff. And when we were younger, but then once my passport expired, I just never got it re-expired. And every time I go and look to see like the process of doing that, it's like, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So, and then anytime I get an opportunity to go somewhere, it's like, oh, I need that passport.
Yes.
Ah, dang it. So
it's so funny because I have a lot of friends from the US and they're all like, no one has a passport, which is crazy because in Europe, I think everyone has a passport. Always.
Because I feel like in Europe, because it's so small, like I feel like you travel from country to country a little bit more frequently than we do.
Definitely. Yeah, for me, it took me 3 hours to Rome, and that's nothing. And it's far away from Sweden, but 3 hours, nothing.
Yeah, 3 hours. Oh well, you were flying too, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say 3 hours. I don't even know if I could get out of Texas in 3 hours. But if we're flying,
then that's a different story.
That's a different story. So
I was cheating.
Yeah, that's all good. So how's everything with the music going? You got a new single out. How's everything been going with that?
So good. I feel like because I'm quite a new artist, so I've been like trying different genres and I finally found something that I think fits my voice and my style, and it's also music that I like to listen to myself. For the first time ever, I'm releasing music that I'm actually like proud of.
Mhm.
And this song is just it's the perfect introduction to my new era.
Nice, nice. And how would you define this new era?
Very much SZA, The Weeknd, Rihanna inspired, just kind of going back to my roots a little bit and mixing. So my mom is from Guyana,
Mhm.
and I'm mixing like this reggaeton, Afrobeats with Swedish pop because we
Nice.
have amazing music in Sweden, and I want to embrace that, but at the same time go back to the roots, as I said. And I
Mhm.
think that I have found a sound that allows me to do that.
Nice. I need to get back into reggaeton. When I was in college, I went through a bit of a reggaeton phase.
Oh, it's so good.
And it was just, and then I moved out to New Mexico and I met everybody that I do like live and amplified with.
Mhm.
Um, and they were like really into reggae, which I thought reggae and reggaeton were the same thing, but it's
It's not.
not. It's not. And, um, and so then I just started listening to reggae, and then I
Yeah.
started picking up like there's some reggae artists that'll have like a reggaeton influence, and
Yeah.
it's just really interesting. So yeah.
Do you have any favorite reggaeton or reggae artists?
Not at the moment. I haven't like actively gone in and
Yeah.
listened in a very long time. So
Yeah.
like I don't even know who's popular right now or who's out or still active. And
I'm
so
kind of the same way. I don't really know the names, but I know I like the vibes.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. So what's the story of your new single? What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so it's actually really funny because I got this beat sent to me and also the hook was already finished. So I just kind of wrote my verses off of the hook that already existed, which
Mhm.
was really fun because it allowed me to be more. Usually, when I'm writing, I'm more free. And this time there was a theme that I had to kind of write off of, which I think is a good practice for a songwriter to kind of have like different themes to follow. So it was really fun. I also got to play a little bit of bad B word.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, like I got to be a little bit more sassy in this song, and I'm usually like careful. And with this song, I cursed a little bit, and yeah, it was really fun. I liked it. I liked the vibe.
Now, is this the kind of energy you see yourself doing moving forward, kind of getting a little bit more edgier and a little bit more, I don't want to say graphic, but like I guess edgy is kind of the way to go with that one. So,
Yeah, I think so, but I also don't want to force it. I don't
mhm.
want to like just drop a few
Yeah,
like words just because I can.
yeah,
I want it to come naturally, but it was definitely fun to explore this like edgy side that I definitely have. I
yeah.
just haven't shown it in my music before.
Nice. It's really interesting because actually what you're saying is very thoughtful because I feel like in a lot of like pop music nowadays, especially in the States, they just say a bunch of words because they
Yeah.
can. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, blah blah blah, blah, like every word and bad word and curse
Yeah.
word and
Yeah.
anything you could think of, they're throwing it in these songs just because they can, but it doesn't mean nothing.
Exactly.
But when you're a little bit more thoughtful with it and it's like, oh, did he just say that in the song?
Yeah.
And it draws a real emotion, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the goal with my music, to not like I just want it to be authentic, every word.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I 100% get it. So what's kind of the plan moving forward? Are you kind of staying in the singles realm? Is that kind of where you see yourself, or is the goal to kind of get a fuller project out there?
I would love to start with an EP and then do an album eventually, but I think right now I'm still trying to do more live shows and get more comfortable on stage and maybe drop a music video and just
Nice.
kind of, yeah, and like expand maybe the fan base a little bit before I drop a full project.
Mhm.
So right now it's going to be more singles, at least for this year, and
Fair,
then we'll see.
fair. And are you out playing shows actively, or with the kind of music that you make, is it a little bit harder to do shows?
No, the type of music I do is actually good for a show. It's
Hmm.
good music for live shows, which is great. I just haven't started doing live shows yet,
Hmm.
but I have a show on Monday actually, which is really exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I have a few more in June, and so it's starting now because I signed with the new management,
Hmm.
and now things are starting to roll, which is really fun. So there's gonna be more shows finally.
Nice. And obviously, so Monday will be the first show you've ever done, or the first like
Yes.
real show?
First show I've ever done. I've never sung in front of an audience before.
What's kind of running through your mind as you kind of go through the steps of preparing for that?
I'm just like, can I get some playback? I don't know. I'm like so nervous. No, but I think it's gonna be a really small show. It's not gonna be a lot of people there. And I also haven't promoted it, which is kind of on purpose because I think if I see a bunch of faces that I recognize, I'm gonna get more nervous.
Hmm.
So I'm not promoting it. I'm just gonna try for in front of an audience that I don't know for the first time and then see how it goes.
Gotcha. Nice. That's really cool. And is it, I'm guessing it's in Stockholm there, or
Yes, in Stockholm.
how is the independent scene? Before we jump down here, you said that there's going to be a lot more Swedish artists coming out. So is the scene starting to like really build up in Stockholm or Sweden in general?
I think Sweden in general has always been very good at producing amazing artists.
Hmm.
And for me, because I am new to this, so all of the people in the industry that I know are also kind of new to it.
Hmm.
Or some have done it for their whole lives, but they haven't really reached that high, like the peak yet.
Hmm.
So everyone that I know is kind of a smaller independent artist, which is it's nice because you get inspired from each other and you see people that they keep pushing even though it's been like 10 years since they released their first single. I
Yeah.
really like that and I just hope everyone makes it.
Nice. That's cool. And so you said you're a younger in your career artist.
Yeah.
You started in 23 then, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's when I released my first single, but I've been doing music my whole life. I've been too like insecure to actually put it out there. So 2023 was the first time that I put something out for people to hear.
Sure. Was there like a light switch or a moment that was like, okay, I need to put something out there?
The thing is, like my whole life, I've been applying for like Swedish Idol and stuff like that, and it's never taken me anywhere. I haven't even gone to the auditions, so I haven't really been able to do any music, and I've kind of been like hoping that someone's gonna knock on my door and be like, "You got signed," which that's not how it goes. You gotta put
Hmm.
yourself out there. So 2023, I started sending my demos to people,
Hmm.
and then one person replied, and that's why it started because I got a reply, and someone said, "Yes, let's try this."
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. The thing about Idol or The Voice or any of those talent show things is even people that go on TV and go on to win, the odds of them actually getting a break in the music industry are so
Slim, yeah,
slim just because it's almost like this forced
yeah,
situation where it's like, oh, they won American Idol or Swedish Idol or like
yeah,
whatever it is, we have to like them. And then
exactly.
it's one of those things where it's just like, it's not kind of how it works. Because like, I mean, even if you look at like the list of American Idol winners, there, I guarantee you can only name a handful of musicians that are like actively still doing it and like doing it at a big level. So,
And I also think people nowadays really like authentic people.
hmm.
And when you do a show like that and you win it, you're kind of forced into doing stuff that maybe isn't you.
Hmm.
And people can see that.
Oh yeah,
So that's also a big reason why a lot of these winners can't really hit
oh yeah.
that peak.
I had Cassidy Pope on the podcast not long ago, and she won the U.S. Voice season 3.
Oh,
And she was talking about we were kind of having a conversation about how she was coming out of like a punk, she was doing like more punk rock, pop punk
yeah.
type stuff. And she went on and then she started doing country music because that's kind of where she didn't say forced, but that's kind of where she was led to go.
Yeah.
And now that she's kind of out of all the contracts and all that stuff, she's kind of going back to her roots.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, she's releasing like really good music right now. And it's like, yeah, see, like the voice, like those, you get in those contracts and they own you for a certain amount of time and you're kind of stuck doing what they tell you to do. So,
I would still like say that you should always try it because it's a
mhm.
great tool, but winning isn't all that, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So for me, I don't know. It kind of
It,
sucks when you get a no, but
yeah.
yeah,
Well, and it's one of those things where it's like it's an experience
yeah,
and you can get a lot of good things out of it, but you
definitely.
can't let it define you. Because I've seen a lot of musicians that they get on The Voice or Idol or whatever, and they ride that forever. Where it's like, oh, I was on I was in top 10 of American Idol, and that's
Mhm.
like on their show flyers, and that's how they sell themselves and how they promote themselves. And it's like, yeah, but what are you doing right now? Like this was 10,
Yeah,
15 years ago. I don't really care. Like I want to know what you're doing now. So
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
but it's a whole thing. It's one of those, it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's what you make it. So
Definitely. Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got your show coming up on Monday, which that's exciting. I'm sure you're preparing and practicing and all that stuff for it. So
Yes, yes, I am. I'm drinking so much honey tea.
right, right, right.
Like, getting
I,
ready.
that'll be the interesting thing to see how your voice and your body feels after the and like not right after show but like the next morning, like that's going to
Yeah,
be the real litmus test. So
I'm very blessed because the songs I'm performing, they become like a little medley.
mhm.
So my team actually made like a little medley of the songs, so it's not going to be too long.
Yeah,
It's really nice. So it's not going to be like a full 20-minute set.
nice.
It'll be like 6 minutes. I'm gonna have some backing vocals, which is really nice. So I think it's a perfect introduction. Like it's a slow start.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you're like opening for somebody or you're just playing during somebody's set. Is that kind of what's going on? Or
It's like an open mic situation.
okay.
So it's like, I think the thing is, I don't really know a lot. It was just like my manager was like, you have a gig on Monday. I'm like, yes, let's go.
All
So I
right.
don't really know, but I think it's like an open mic thing.
Okay, that'll be interesting to see. Like,
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
hey, but you know what though? You're getting your start. You're getting out there. You're doing the thing. Like that's the important part. Like a
Definitely.
hundred
Yeah.
percent. So, and you know, you said you've got more coming up in June, and this is kind of the time where you'll really figure out like, okay, this I like this, don't like this.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to like really start to craft what you want. If once you get to that point where you're doing a full show by yourself or a full 30-minute set or like whatever it is, you'll really have it down tight just by kind of cutting your teeth and doing what you're doing right now. So,
Exactly. Exactly. Like you really learn from your mistakes, and
mm.
that's what I'm trying to embrace.
Oh yeah, for sure. So kind of looking forward, where are you at creatively right now? Are you obviously you're focused on your show on Monday, but are you currently writing, recording? Like where are you kind of at creatively right now?
So I'm always writing all the time. I think I write like one song per day. Most of them are shit. So that kind of, but I'm always writing. Um, Now I got a new beat sent to me, so I'm trying to write for that song. Um, but that's where I am. Like I'm always the same kind of circle of writing and recording and yeah, that's kind of I don't know.
Fair, fair, fair. I feel like that's pretty common for musicians, especially younger musicians, because they're trying to get that catalog up and running of just kind of like they're always writing and inspired by everything. And it's a good way to kind of get in the habit of like, okay, this way kind of works for me as far as like writing and all that stuff. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yes. Is there currently a song that you're working on that's kind of piquing your interest, or is it just kind of general writing right now?
Well, I actually do have two songs that I'm just waiting for them to get mixed and mastered,
Hmm.
which is so much fun. I can't wait because I really like those two songs. So they're kind of like my focus now to see if I have to record some extra vocals or
Nice.
something. We don't really know yet. And
Yeah.
then I'm writing this song that I told you about where I'm trying to write for the where I got the beat sent to
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
The beat is amazing. It's so good. So I can't wait to finish that.
Nice. That's cool. And I'm guessing Selena's one of your influences since I've seen the sign behind you there.
I'm obsessed with her.
Nice. Have you watched the isn't there like a series or a documentary or
Both.
both? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a movie, there's a series, yeah.
I,
Lots of podcasts.
yeah. I'm guessing you've seen all of it or
Yes.
nice. Nice. I
Love
was
her.
because I remember seeing a documentary about it, but then I thought I remember that there's like a biopic, like a fictional, like you know how they have like the Queen movie about Freddie Mercury and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought is there one of those like a biopic for Selena out?
yeah,
Or
with
okay,
Jennifer Lopez starring in it.
got it. Okay, I I don't know a whole lot about Selena. I just live 4 hours away from where she was based out of. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
think like her music, she didn't get to do because she, she didn't get to explore her music that much. So she was kind of niched into this genre,
hmm
which is I love it. But I think if you don't like that kind of music, it could be hard to get into her.
hmm
But she is an amazing icon, inspiration for artists. So even if you're not into that kind of music, I think giving her like a watch, like one of her interviews,
hmm
she's an amazing person. You can really see that in her interviews.
nice. That's really cool. It like I mean I've seen some stuff because like on the anniversary of her murder, you know,
Really?
we did like a thing like
Ah,
or her death shows how much I know, right? You know, um on the anniversary of her death, we did a whole thing
yeah,
as far as like because I work for a TV station, so we did a thing for that and
yeah,
it's really interesting. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So kind of looking forward, what do you do outside of music like when you need time to yourself or whatever?
The thing is, I have a full-time job and a part-time job.
Fair,
So music is kind of my free time, and
fair,
that's what makes me happy and gives me energy. So if I'm not working, then I'm doing music, and that's honestly all I want to do anyways.
fair. What's your job? Like what do you do for work?
I drive trains.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it's so funny. Every time I tell people that, they're like, "Really?" Because it's so unexpected.
Yeah. It well, I mean, to be fair, one of my friends, she drives trucks. Like she's a truck
Really?
driver, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I drive trains in Stockholm.
Is it like freight trains or passenger trains or
And your trains, like the metro subway situation. Yeah.
nice? That's cool. It's I grew up in Chicago, so we would take the train into town all the time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm obsessed with trains. I'm so nerdy when it comes to trains. I'm like, every time I travel, I'm like, I want to see the trains. I love trains.
Is would you classify that as like a hobby of yours? Is a train enthusiast?
I think because I'm working with it full time,
Mhm.
no. But
Okay,
I think if I ever get the chance to do music full time and quit the train thing, then yes, I would probably become a little bit more obsessed with trains and like have train stuff at home.
that's cool. Hey, you know what though? I dig it. I'm with you there. That's
Yeah, they're
awesome,
so cool.
right? It's I like I remember as a kid, I had train sets and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah, for me, the train obsession started when I started working. So I didn't grow up being obsessed with trains, but now I think they're like the coolest thing ever.
nice. I mean, I get it. I 100% get it. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So how often obviously you said you got a full-time and a part-time job.
Yeah.
How often are you dedicating to music right now? Is that like every other hour that you have available or
Yeah, pretty much. Like the second I'm off, then I do music. But doing music for me isn't just like writing, it also includes social media
Mhm,
and interviews and going to meetings and going to events, even that is super fun. I still see that as working on my music because I am connecting with people and it's something that benefits my music career in the long run, I think.
mhm,
So for me, like, I do music all the time, but it's not actually just like writing or singing.
mhm.
It's a big,
Okay.
a lot of things.
What's been the hardest part about the social media game? Because I like I'm not struggling with it, but just kind of
Yeah.
trying to keep all the plates spinning. It's like,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Everything. The thing is, I'm so insecure too. So every time I record something, I'm like, "Ugh, I don't like the way I look," and then I delete it. So
Right.
I have so much content and then I just delete everything. So that's been a big challenge. I'm trying to just be like embracing the flaws because people like that and maybe someone can relate, but that's been the hardest part. And yeah, just like reaching out to people. I have a group of people that watch my stuff, but I can't reach outside of that. So that's also been a bit of a struggle. But just keep grinding, and I'm sure it's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's a whole thing. You know, it's one of those deals where it's like I sit there on social media and it's just like you, I'm very not impressed with some of the videos that I put out myself. And so I've gotten to the point now where if I'm going to do like a video, I just do it live and it's out there. Like, so
Yeah.
I don't have a choice. And so I kind of like try and mentally trick myself into being like
Yeah.
forcing myself to post content and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I never get mean comments when I post. I don't know where this comes from that I think people are gonna just pick my appearance or my voice apart
yeah,
because they don't. People are nice so
yeah,
far. So far,
uh,
the more people you get watching,
yeah.
the
On
so,
all my social medias except for YouTube, everybody's pretty nice. YouTube,
ooh, okay.
yeah, and yeah, we'll leave it there. So.
Yeah. And the worst part is like you kind of need the comments. So you wish you could just turn it off, but
Mhm.
you need the comments for the algorithm. So it's like
Right.
you just suck it up.
Right.
And that's what sucks.
And I used to be the guy that I'd go in and delete comments, and I was just
Yeah.
like, nope, I can't do that. Like, it's
Yeah.
just let it sit there. Like,
Yeah.
even for my day job, I run our YouTube channel at work, and some of the comments that come in on that one, like, and my work YouTube channel is a lot bigger just because it's been really well established and all that, and it's those comments are just like, yo, you guys actually come on here just to say these things? This
Yeah.
is ridiculous. So,
It's crazy. I never understand people that can do that, but
right, right. So, but yeah, really appreciate your time. I don't want to keep you here too much longer. I appreciate you waiting on me. That's 100% my bad. So,
that's okay. Yeah,
um,
thank you for having me.
yeah,
I would wait forever.
oh, I wouldn't make you do that, but I appreciate you. I appreciate the kind of words. So for people to check out your new single, for people to check out your social media, for people to check out your who you gotta love, which is the new single out now on Spotify. Where can people find you online?
So Savannah Strand with two D's. I'm trying to get with one D. I'm trying to like talk to people about it, texting, Instagram, TikTok. Can I please have this username? So far, it's still two D's, but
Fair.
one day.
Honestly, I didn't even pick up on that when we
Yeah.
were messaging back and forth, but I get it.
It's just me. No one is noticing it except for me, but it's really bothering me. I just wondering.
Well, is it hurting? Do you think it's hurting your algorithm or people like finding you, or is it
No,
kind of like a mixed bag? It doesn't really matter.
it doesn't really matter at all.
Okay,
But I've gotten this idea that I need to remove it. So now I can't let go of this idea because I'm very stubborn.
fair, fair. Yeah, I was just kind of curious because with the two Ds, if you type in and you just still type in the one D,
Yeah,
do you
exactly.
still pop up, or is it like because
Yeah.
I know on Facebook it's kind of specific where you have to have like the name
Yeah.
right.
No, I still pop up. So it hasn't held like what is it called in English? Like it hasn't destroyed
Yeah,
my
I got you.
chance of getting
Yeah,
discovered.
I got you. Fair enough. Fair enough. But really appreciate your time. I thank you for joining us. We'll have you back on again as more singles come out. So I'm excited to do that. So
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will catch y'all later.